Good afternoon, everyone. It is Sunday, and I will be doing a bit of a review on two blending tools. One very popular, and the other one I only came across it because I saw it on YouTube and in other pictures, so I'm not too familiar with it. But I am definitely going to be doing a review on both. The first one would be the Ranger, well, ink blending tool, pretty much. That's this one. This one I just received, so I kind of opened it up so that I can pull it all out. This one I got from Amazon. It is called, I think, anyway, it's spelled Unimeix, whatever that means and however it is. But this one came, I think, with 11 brushes, different sizes, and then it has color coding, so that you can actually stick on the ends, which is neat. Okay, so if you have experience with any of those and you would like to share your reviews as well, that is fine. Also, you could leave a link in your comments if you have used any of those, and you can also give your views on them as well. So if you do enjoy this video, again, I would appreciate a thumbs up, and any comments you may have would be truly appreciated. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, I want to start off with the Ranger Distress Inks, which I use with the blender that I have. What I like about this one, the Ranger blending tool, is it comes with those little sponges. Okay, now if you have not used it, and I'm sure many of us have, underneath has the option to just kind of keep each color with their own individual sponge for blending. So you don't need to have anything on this. Depending on what you're using, you just go ahead and get it from the bottom and you do what you need to do. So that's the first thing I like about the option for using this blending tool. Now, this one, again, like I said, it looks like it comes with those dots, color dots here, so I can color code if I want to. So I am just going to go ahead and demonstrate, and on just regular paper, just so we see how it is. So I'm going to go ahead and just grab one of them, really just grab, if I can grab it. And just to show, let's go ahead and do this. So it's right here. I don't need to do anything else but just grab, and I'm going to go ahead and start just showing a little bit. I'm using a stencil, so I'm just going to start from the outside. I'm just going to blend in so that you can see. The blending is pretty good. I mean, the inks are pretty good. They spread really nicely, and it just depends on the color. Now, I mainly use this one because it's wide and it can get a wider area. If I want to, kind of like spread it and, get it going as wide as possible, yes, I have that option. And it just depends on how much, you want, how dark you want it. Now, if you see here, you can see that, it's nice color. It looks pretty good. Again, this is just a demonstration. Now I'm going to also use the same excuse me, the other brush, I'm sorry, the new one, and I'm going to try it for the first time. So again, with the Ranger ink, I like the fact that you can actually have the sponges underneath each one. The only thing is when and I'll show you later when it comes to little spaces. So this is the one. So let's go ahead and try just one of the bigger ones. So the feel is really, I'm not even sure what it is. If it's sponge, if it's just bristles that are so nicely tucked together. It's smooth. I mean, it really feels nice. It almost feels like, I mean, wow, it's really nice. That's all I can say. I can feel that. So I'm going to go ahead and use the same Distress ink. And on this one, I will go ahead and put the blue since I'm using it on this. So, oops. if I can unpeel it. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and put this right here. Okay, so this is what I'm using it for. So I'm going to do this. Again, I've not used this before. The handle is very sturdy. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing, but just a different place. Oh, that feels good. I like that. Oh, that is, no, this is really nice, guys. This is really, really, really nice. Wow. I like the feel. I mean, it feels smooth. I mean, it just feels, it feels lovely. And I like the distribution of the ink. It looks like, wow. I love this, guys. I do love this a lot. Okay, look at this. This is the Ranger. This is this brush here. If you notice, I mean, I was able to get a darker shade up front, whereas with the Ranger, I would have to go back over it a little more to get the same effect from this one time. You know, I just put a little bit on there, just like I did with the Ranger. And then, I mean, it gave me a really, really lovely distribution as well. And I mean, it feels comfortable. It's smooth. I mean, even the moving the brush around, it feels really nice and smooth, guys. I love this. This is going to be my new best friend. And I mean, it really feels good. Let's see. Okay, this is pliable. It can bend. Yeah, but I love this. I have not, I am not regretting buying this, but I love this. I'm going to put the name on it on the screen so you'll be able to see where it is. And again, I got it from Amazon. I cannot remember how much, but I'll also put the link for Amazon there, and so you can check it out yourself. But I love this. I mean, I thought I loved the Ranger one, and it is nice. I'm not going to say it's not, but this is feeling so smooth. It feels effortless. It feels like it's gliding, whereas Ranger, yes, you do it, and but it doesn't feel as smooth and you know, like a smooth operator type of thing, you know, and you have to apply, you know, a lot more coats to get a darker shade than, you know, if you originally just kind of put some on this and then like you should, like I did, and you would see how lovely it came out, a richer, I don't know, a richer layer than the Ranger. So now that we have that one out the way, I am going to test on a flower. Okay, now with these flowers, you know, I am somebody, I cannot really, you know, get into little spaces. So one of the things that I'm going to do is I am going to use one of the distress inks. This one is Candied Apple, and I'm going to just do one of the flowers. Now, for me, I'm challenged when it comes to getting into small spaces. So I don't know if any of you have that issue. So I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of try to get in as best as I can in these small spaces here. Okay. Now I have this. Okay. Now what I want to show you is with the Ranger, unless I am not so precise, I don't know if you can see, it actually went into the leaf area, which I would have liked to be green and not show that it went over. However, I do have in here the color that I want on the flower. Now, the reason why this overlapped here is because it's just wide. So you have to get as close as possible up here to get the color in. And in doing so, you can get into the other areas that you wish to have a different color. Now that we did this one, let's try another one. Now with this one, what I like is it has different sizes, different sizes and different shapes. So it just depends on what way you want to get into. So I'm going to do the very same thing, but I will use maybe a smaller brush. I'm going to try using this one. I'm not sure if it will work, but at least I am going to try. So this one, since I'm going to use the red, I'm going to do, sorry guys, I just had a bit of a glitch. I don't know what's going on with my my system, but ever so often it just messes up my videos. I'll have to get it checked. Okay, so I'm going to try this one. So I am going to go ahead. Okay, this is pink, so maybe I should use a pink instead of this. So I have a pink right here. And I'm going to go ahead and do another flower. So let's see how it goes. So again, I'm just going to go ahead and, put what I need on here. And then I'm going to go ahead and get in to where I need to. And let's see if there's any change. Now, with this one, I'm not sure why that happened, but I had to re-ink. Maybe I didn't do it properly. Who knows? No telling. So I am doing this one. I'm going to apply a little more because I want it a little darker. And just one more time. Yeah, this one, in this case, this is a little more challenging yeah, it's almost like the Ranger, but still very smooth in the application. And it doesn't feel too uncomfortable to hold. So I'm happy about that. Now, I have used this one for the pink. Now, if say, example, there was another flower, I guess, let's use another one here. Let's even use the Ranger one so that I can just double check on this. I'm going to put this back. I'm going to get a green so that I can get into the leaves. And that will be for the Ranger. So I'm going to have to get I'm not sure. I'm going to have, it's kind of hard, to get into that little area without overlapping. And I think that's the concern I have because it's a wide surface. So I'm going to say, I mean, it did it pretty good. And I will show you in just a second. But you have to be very, very careful. Okay? And I'll show you in a moment. So that was the Ranger. Let me try another one for, let's see, maybe I'll try this one. No, this is too, try this smaller one here perhaps. No, I'll try another one. I'm trying to find the right size, I'm thinking. I guess in this sense, having the Ranger takes out all the guesswork. So I'm going to use this one for the leaves on the other side. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Just wanted it a little darker. Okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and cover that up. And where is my tabs? Let me get a green one for that because I want to make sure I don't forget what I have. Okay. All right, so I'm going to remove this and we're going to look at it together. So this is the Ranger and this is the new one that I have. What I find is the good thing about the new set is that it has different sizes. So if I want to be able to get into really smaller spaces, I can perhaps get, maybe if I didn't want this little area here to get colored, maybe I can use, there's one that's pretty small, I believe. I think this might be it right here. But again, I have to continue to experiment. And I was able to get, everything colored nicely. This the same. The only thing is, like I said, because of how close these two are for the Ranger, it has this wide circle. So it's easy for you to kind of, get into another area if it's too close. With this one, the chances are the same. The only difference is because of the shape of the brush, it makes you have a little more control as to not getting into another area by accident because of the way it is shaped. And what I mean is, you see, it's not round, it's oblong. So what I could do is I have the option to kind of tilt forward so I can just barely get in here rather than having the wide rounded piece, so that it is hard to kind of prevent it from overlapping anywhere. So this is, I hope this helps you in terms of finding blending brushes. Both of them are lovely, but for Ranger, I would not use it necessarily for things of that nature where you require, not to encroach on, other areas that need color, or depending on what you're using it for, it might still work. You can still use the Ranger, and then you can always, overlap your colors. It's entirely up to you. But between the two, they are both great. I do like, with the new one, which is this, I do like the smoothness. I do like the feel of it. I like how it glides. And I like the fact that I have options in terms of sizes, and also something that I can use to color code. So I use, I know which is which. So all reds and pinks, whatever I will use for one, things like that. So with the Ranger is good. What I like is they have this individual sponges and applicators that you can put at the bottom. So there's all storage here. So you don't have to keep, finding, okay, let me see, can I use this sponge with this or anything. Each has their own individual one, like I have. So everything is right there for you. So they both have their advantages, they both have their disadvantages, but this is my little take on both. But like I said, I am loving the feel of this one. It is smooth. I mean, it really feels nice and smooth just using it. And I like the richness it gives initially up front, based on, I guess, what you're trying to blend or what you're working with. So that said, thank you so much for watching, and I do hope that you have some little tidbits to share as well on any other blending tools you may have used. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Please stay safe and take care. Bye-bye.